YouTube, have a YouTube channel. Master released to Twitch. I know nothing about this game. I think I picked it up in a deal. So it looks like best resolution I can get is 1024 by 768. Now I'm recording this at more than that, so I don't know what to expect. Let's start.
It may make you sad to hear it, but this is the last story I'm going to tell you. I know you like to hear funny stories with jolly people and a happy end, but I don't have the strength for that anymore. What difference would it make if I lied to you? Well, my last story takes place in a land far away, a land that is about to die. It begins in the autumn forest. This is the story of Sadwick, the sorrowful clown. Sadwick is sleeping uneasily, like every night. And he doesn't even know that he'll destroy the world in the course of just a few days.
This is by I'm also experimenting with using
What a nightmare. Every night it's the same. I can hardly remember the last time I had a decent night's sleep. Spot? Where could Spot be? He usually comes to see me in the morning.
just to be on the safe side.
Herzlich willkommen zu den Entwicklerkommentaren von Hallo, ich habe so Bildchen.
Sehr schön. Spiel und bin dann immer zu.
Ja.
Und
Gut, der erste Raum.
irre, das war.
Look at the note for commentary. Yeah.
It's depressing. I hardly own anything. Everything I have fits into this drawer. There's only that stupid note in there. Ben made me write down all my chores. Pure harassment, if you ask me. What the heck? I'd better collect the note anyway. Maybe I'll find a fire somewhere. Ben has given me a lot of tedious chores for today. Why did I even bother to get out of bed? What was that note again? Yes. I remember now. It's where Ben sketched out how the human cannibal act is supposed to work. It's so unfair. He can even draw better than me. That's supposed to be me. Ben didn't get the fearful expression on my face right, though. The plug is attached to the mouth of the barrel. It's the only way to get enough pressure to blow me hundreds of yards into the air. Oh boy, how I hate this act. The most important thing is a solid barrel for the cannon. After all, the cannoneer shouldn't be harmed when he blows me sky high. A small bomb or some gunpowder are sufficient. Just load the cannon and light the fuse. Everything else will turn out fine. Seriously, that's what it says. Everything else will turn out fine. I can't believe this is real. A parachute should provide a safe landing. Then there's nothing to worry about, is there? Bobbles, roughs. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack. I can't reach it. That's too bad. That's Ben's spare hat. He doesn't like to wear it quite as much as he used to. He says it sags too much since I spilled all the starch. I can't reach it. Ben doesn't like me to wear his hat. He says they always sag so pitifully afterwards. Ben told me this kind of candle burns indefinitely. I'll say it's just pretending. Ouch! Oh, damn. Why do I have to be... This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you have accomplished, no matter how big your paws or how sharp your teeth are, you can still end up being a doormat for a band of circus clowns. Small flame of hope, for what noble cause do you fight so courageously, and yet eventually, finally, terminally, even you will extinguish? This rock reminds me of one of the most basic principles of life. No matter what you, no matter how, you can still... Oh boy, that was close. And we'll pay for this. I could have croaked. Are you real? Or are you just... You can't be sure enough for this kind of thing. Ah, yes, the broken stovepipe. Quite funny how the mind works. Since the handle broke, I made a fuss about how cold it is, forgetting how I always complained about the smoke before. If only my arm and thinner, and it had 2 more elbows, then I could reach in and open the stove from the inside. That's no use. The handle is broken off. Our old stove. The handle is broken off. I once made a list of the most probable causes of my death. The bear's paw was listed number 212, 217, and 321 to 329. The rug may look fluffy. I don't want to smell. Ben must have put it up there, probably as a reminder that I'm not capable. A dozen poorly assembled may protect me from wild predators, murder, or such is the illusion.
Sadwick! You awake? Come here at once! The day's already wasting away.
Right. Another happy day in the colorful world of the circus. Spot! Don't just lie around like that. What's wrong with you?
What do you think's wrong with him?
Maybe he's sick, the plague, or food poisoning,
Don't talk such nonsense.
worm fungus, blue pox. It could be anything.
He's thirsty, Sadwick. That's what happens if you don't carry out your chores properly.
Spot can take it. He's tough.
You've got a lot to learn. Caterpillars don't grow very old. Not if you treat them like this anyway. You better get used to the idea.
You're just saying that to annoy me.
I'm serious. You better give him something to drink.
Yeah, whatever, Ben. Come on, let's go, Spot. We get you something to drink. And after that, maybe we can finally do something useful. All right, Spot. Time to have a drink. There you go. Hi, Ben.
Hi, sleepyhead. How often do I have to tell you? Rehearsals start at sunrise.
It's not my fault. I slept very badly last night.
Slept badly? What's that supposed to mean? Not those nightmares again.
They're not ordinary nightmares. They always feel so real. The earthquake, the craggy rocks.
Good heavens, Sadwick. Now pull yourself together. You're a clown, a jester, an entertainer. You're supposed to make people happy, not depressed.
When's our next performance?
Who knows? This stretch of land is just as deserted as all the others we recently passed through. People are leaving the land. They fear the end of the world.
Can't someone else play the clown?
And what do you want to do instead? Lion taming? Just face it, Sadwick. You're not talented enough for the big acts. You can't juggle. You can't throw. You can't even perform your human cannonball act properly.
I'm just fed up with honking noses and farting sounds. Why can't we provide high-class entertainment instead?
And what would that be?
I've written a couple of poems.
Oh, please, spare me your poems. Believe me, nobody needs your cerebral whining.
I sneak to the mirror in the darkest of night. I stare at my image and just see the clown. The louder he laughs, the harder I fight. Oh, sinister world, full of hardship and frowns.
Well, Sadwick, that's exactly why nobody likes you. If you really must write poems, why not some funny limericks?
Limericks?
There once was a young circus clown who imagined the sky falling down. He imagined so bad that it made him quite sad. On his face, he wore always a frown.
Okay, no poems then. But how about theater?
Theater? Nobody understands those pompous blowhards. Do you know why people love the circus? Because they don't have to think too hard.
Ah, I get it. If somebody is in search of a real knucklehead,
He can come straight to me and...
his search is over.
Hey, wait a second.
All right. The theater idea is off, but how about philosophy?
What kind of thing?
What could be more entertaining than getting to grips with the very nature of existence?
Not getting to grips with it. Do you have more of those terrific ideas?
I'd like to do something intelligent is all.
Listen, we make good money without producing anything. What could possibly be more intelligent?
You're right. The circus is the only worthwhile form of entertainment.
Spare me your sarcasm. Nobody likes that kind of humor. Now, go and practice your burping alphabet. Okay. Or the human cannonball act.
My nightmares must mean something.
Nonsense. Dreams are for losers. The same with your books and your poems. It's time you got a grip on reality, the serious side of life. Does that ring any bells?
You mean colorful balls and makeup?
Geez, Sadwick. You're a real pain. You need to wake up and be productive.
Is there anything I can do?
Don't tell me you forgot your chores again. I even wrote them down for you.
Oh, those. That's not what I meant. I'd like to do something more important with my time. Something meaningful. Not this depressing day-to-day routine.
The sooner you do what you're supposed to, the sooner you can... Hey! Don't you roll your eyes like that, young man. Responsibility is still responsibility. Preferably, you start practicing your human cannonball act. Or take a good look around the area. Maybe you can find somebody who wants to see our performance.
I'd rather do the latter. Is there anything I can do?
Didn't I tell you? Preferably, you start... Or take a good... Maybe you can...
I'd rather do... See you.
And don't forget, you're a clown.
That's Grandpa's shovel. He digs for roots and onions with it. Working in a compost heap, I think he stirs the soup with it, too. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. I'll wash my hands. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today. These are Grandpa's pantaloons. If the stories are true, they've seen the whole wide world, have saved his life more than once, and caused a war. I've had to mend Grandpa's socks about 1,000 times, but he still refuses to do his bed of nails routine in bare feet.
Keep your hands off the laundry. You'll only soil them again.
The fire dragon trap is empty once again. Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. The trap is empty, and that's how it should be. Fire dragons are flying sources of fire that tend to spontaneously self-ignite. Needless to say, Spot is crazy about the little blighters. This costume won't come any cleaner. Grandpa looks even older than usual today. This chair's rock. Hello, Grandpa.
Oh, hello, Ben. You look different. Is that a new hat you're wearing?
I'm not Ben, Grandpa.
I know, Ben. They don't make hats like they used to anymore.
I'm Sadwick.
When I was a little clown, we used to wear real hats with big, firm bubbles.
Sadwick, your grandson.
I could knock out a full-grown ox with my bubbles. I know that poor animal, but that's the way people liked their hats back then. Now, what can I do for you, Ben?
I wish you wouldn't always mistake me for Ben.
I know. The world is a vale of tears when you're young. Everybody's against you. But there are worse things than tight hats and pinching shirt sleeves, you know.
I'm paying close attention to your words of wisdom, like always.
When you're old, there are tight pains and pinching pantaloons, too. And this, my boy, is the most important lesson to take into old age. Loose-fitting pantaloons are the most loyal friends you could ever ask for.
Heavens. Did he manage to bring his pantaloons into the conversation again?
I had one of those terrible nightmares again.
There's a cute saying I remember from my boyhood on that very subject. What was it? I forgot.
You mean the old saying, dreams are 10 a penny?
What? That's nonsense. Dreams are not 10 a penny. I once knew a guy who sold dreams at considerably higher prices. Now that I think of it, that guy might have been me.
Who in the world bought dreams?
No one. Well, that was where the plan fell short. But it was worth a try. There are always fools who spend money on any little nonsense.
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
What do you know about the autumn forest?
The autumn forest is it's an enchanted place full of mystery. Strange creatures dwell there, but not as many nowadays as in the past. In ancient times, lots of diverse tribes lived there. You can still find traces of them in ruins and in caves. When I was a child, half the valley was submerged underwater. Now, there's only that little lake with the island. That's all I can remember at the moment.
That's not surprising. You'd even forget the color of your hair if you didn't look in the mirror regularly.
But I still know that it starts with a G.
That doesn't count. You're just guessing.
But I'm right.
Why? Yes,
See? That's all I need to know. Please let it be green.
Do you know anything about nightmares and visions?
I know enough that I can't give a profound opinion about them. Only real oracles can interpret dreams. And they're the only ones that can tell you if it was a vision of some sort. I once thought I had a vision too, you know. Yes, an angel appeared told me that one day my pantaloons would save the world. I was so excited. I went on pilgrimages, gathered disciples around me, and performed services, and all that without ever changing my pants. Finally, a gypsy told me that it had only been a nightmare. Oh, Ben, you can hardly imagine how embarrassed I was. 5 years in a monastery, simply because I had chili casserole before bedtime.
You know what? I'll just look it up myself.
Yes, couldn't hurt. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up.
See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Our lunch is already simmering on the stove in Grandpa's trailer. You can tell by the smoking stovepipe and the birds falling down. That's what Bruno would. The door is rotten and loose-fitting. It's pretty chilly during the night. It's a miracle that Grandpa hasn't died of pneumonia. Grandpa has always had a soft spot for animals. I'd rather leave him in there. It wouldn't be much fun to suck it through with a bottleneck for either of us. That's Grandpa's third pair already. The last two were eaten by woodworm, and it's only a matter of time with these. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular recipes. There goes my theory that Grandpa is preparing our meals from the fishing bait manual. Cooking is one of Grandpa's tasks, not that I didn't offer to cook. It's a sign of how low his esteem for me is. I mean, petroleum soup? Seriously. Grandpa's hair net. He always uses it when he doesn't want his hair to get wet. When taking a bath, when he's cooking, and while he's asleep. More recipes. Well, who would have thought? Those really are regular. There goes my theory that... Well, who would have thought? There goes my... The blood of a bottle is almost unreachable, like so many beaver eyes. Grandpa uses them as cooking ingredients. He calls the dish unreachable, like so. Grandpa's latest petroleum, inflammatory on the stomach, highly flammable in general, and a hazard to all low-flying birds in the vicinity. Ouch! Hot. No, that's not as strange. Where did I even get that? After Bruno slayed the bear, we had to eat bear soup. I don't want to think about what would have happened. We have much in common. Bruno sleeps almost all day. He has to drag our trailers through dark forests during the night. I bet he never has nightmares. On the other hand, maybe this world is his nightmare.
Where are you going?
I want to look around the forest.
Don't get lost.
Don't worry. What the?
I could have told you that. You and your sense of orientation.
I seem to pick up. I shouldn't cram things into the stovepipe. Last time I did that, months later, I was still coughing myself to sleep. No chance. Ben has already tried to force the flap open, and he's much stronger than I am. If I could only reach it from the inside. That could actually work. Hey, Spot, I need your help. We have to get this thing open. Do you think you can do that? All right, go for it. That was not too bad. Hey, isn't that Ben's casket? How did it get into the stove? Hey, isn't that Ben's casket? I wonder if that's the key to Ben's casket. It matches. The casket is open. Now I shouldn't get lost anymore. What the?
Yeah, that's like playing blind man's bluff without a blindfold.
Now I should... No. Said the clown, but no one laughed. Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Why am I always getting lost?
Because you're good for nothing. That's why. Lack of orientation is just another thing on the long list of your inabilities. Without a map and a compass, you wouldn't even find your own feet. And what exactly are you doing?
I'm looking for my feet so I can kick you for what you just said. Where can I get a compass?
I think Grandpa has one. Why don't you go and ask him?
Great. I might as well ask Bruno. Grandpa is so senile, he forgets what you asked if he tries to string two sentences together.
I might be a bit senile, but I've still got 2 ears with which I can still see very clearly.
Oh my, that won't be easy. See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Hello, Grandpa.
Ah, hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
I want to take a look around the autumn forest, but I keep getting lost.
If you want to go for a walk, have you given Spot something to drink yet?
Yes, Grandpa. All done and finished.
Well, you've earned a little walk then. Ah, but be careful. The autumn forest is big and dense. Yeah, very, very much like my beard. You can very easily get lost in it. Again, very much like my beard.
I already noticed that.
You'd better take my comb. I mean compass with you. Now, where did I put it? I know, it's in the trailer, under the bed.
Great. Thanks, Grandpa. Under the bed, right?
Yes, under the bed. I like to take a pinch late at night.
Take a pinch of the compass?
Yes, I know, it's unhealthy. But at my age, well...
Are you sure you're talking about the compass? Don't you mean compote?
Compote? What are you insinuating? Did you nose around my notes? Besides, if I planned anything like that, it would be none of your business. You must consider all the consequences of such a compote, you know.
A compote with broad ramifications?
Yes, so you better keep your nose out of it.
Oh, Grandpa, you're talking about a complot. You're planning a complot.
A complot? I have no idea what you're talking about. You don't need to plan a complot. I just made one not 10 minutes ago, right behind the trailer.
That's compost.
Impossible. I carry the compost with me all the time.
The compost?
It's in my pocket. I'm pretty sure it is. Just a second. Here it is.
Grandpa, that's not compost. That's the compass.
Really? Then where's the compost? Would you mind checking under my bed?
Sure. Just remind me again later, okay? Now, I'm taking a walk in the autumn forest.
I'd be back for lunch, you hear?
No, thanks. I really don't care for petroleum soup.
What's that?
Oh, nothing really. Thanks, Grandpa. See you later.
Cheer up, Ben.
Oh dear, he's getting more and more difficult each day.
He's still young. He hasn't found his responsibilities in the world yet.
He should carry out his responsibilities to the circus first, before looking for new ones.
Oh, by the way, I hate you, both of you. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Never mind me.
Ben is in a bad mood today.
Oh, shut up, Grandpa. Just be quiet, will you?
Well, I guess I know where I'm going next. So far, the game feels slow.
Yikes! There's somebody there. A stranger. I wonder what he's doing here.
Is there a pot on his head or a screwdriver in his head?
A branch. Exciting. The island seems to be inhabited, but it's too far away to swim there. I don't think anyone would. The water looks downright cloudy. No, wait. That's just a reflection of my face. No thanks. Like a useful occupation or I'll wash my hands later. I've got the feeling I'll get my hands dirty a couple more times today. A stranger. Hello.
Ah! Oh, thank heaven you're not an askew, obviously.
I'm not a what?
Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. At last I've met someone. Are you from around these parts?
No, We're just passing through with our circus.
Damn, I thought it was too good to be true.
Who are you?
Why do you want to know? Are you one of the Askeil spies?
Could be.
Ah, nonsense. Of course you're not an Askeil. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. My name is Bobby. I've come from far away. Huh? Oh, yes. I am a Chusky. You know? And you are?
I'm Sedgwick. My family owns a small traveling circus.
I understand. So, you're some kind of clown.
We're in the performing arts trade.
A clown, then. You don't look particularly happy, if I might say so.
Chasky? What does that mean?
What? You don't know the Chasky? The word means messenger. We perform important tasks on behalf of the king.
Chasky. Now I remember. Grandpa told me about you, but you can't be a Chusky.
Oh, yeah? Why not?
Chusky are noble messengers to Corona.
Oh, yeah? And where do you think I'm coming from?
Well, you rather look like someone coming from a...
That's right. Directly from the royal court.
You? From Corona? I don't believe you.
You should. I am a Chasky, and I'm on a mission on behalf of the king.
Chusky are brave heroes and...
That's right. What do you think brought me here? I'm in the middle of a hair-raising adventure. The fate of the world lies in my hands.
You're exaggerating.
Not a bit. There have never been situations more desperate. I'd rather not go into details. You'd never be able to sleep at night if I did.
Ha! Like that would make a difference. Chusky are skilled trackers.
Even though it may look that way, I'm not lost. I'm just not sure about where to go. That's all.
Chusky are cheerful adventurers.
Ha! That's good coming from you. Looking at you doesn't exactly fill me with joy either.
I didn't sleep well. I suffer from nightmares.
Nightmares, you say?
In fact, I don't really know much about the Chusky.
Unfortunately, I haven't got the time to tell you about my daring adventures, which is a shame. They're full of suspense. Epic, too. And every now and again, there's a laugh or two included.
Well, too bad. What exactly is your mission? Not that I'm really interested.
Actually, it's a secret. But all right, I'll tell you. I'm carrying a precious and powerful artifact. The Whispering Stone.
The what?
Whispering Stone.
Blistering bone?
The Whispering Stone! Why don't you listen?
How could I with you mumbling like that?
My mission is to take it back to Corona, to the king's castle.
Whispering stone? That doesn't sound very powerful.
I don't know very much about it, but I do know that it's very important.
Otherwise, the Royal Stones collection wouldn't be complete.
It's not a joking matter. As far as I know, the king needs it to prevent the end of the world.
And now I'm supposed to help you with your mission, right?
The clown wants to help a real Chusky with his mission. Now that's a good one.
What? I'm sure I could be of some help.
Impossible.
I'm every bit as good as you.
At least you're a pretty good clown.
Whatever. Okay, so do your stuff alone.
Hey! Take it easy. I understand that you're fascinated by my adventures.
Yeah, wow.
But you simply don't know what you're getting involved with. The life of a Chusky is full of danger. You'll get yourself into big trouble. If you want to help me, you'll need to be 100% certain.
I'm 100% certain, sure.
So, at least you've got guts. That's a good thing. But are you skillful enough too?
I'm just as skilled as you are.
If it's true, that'd be great. Skillfulness is one of the most important qualities of a Chusky. But I wonder whether you are optimistic enough. You strike me as being rather negative. Chusky are characterized by their incredible joyful nature, which gives us the energy to find a way out of even the most difficult situations. Are you really joyful enough?
Of course. I'm a clown after all.
Right. How could I ever doubt you? Very well then. It looks like you meet the necessary requirements. Great. You see, I'm really desperate and time is running out.
Don't get your hopes up. I'm not very good at things like this. Usually things get more complicated as soon as I try to help.
That doesn't sound either brave or joyful or skillful. Maybe I should put your abilities to a test first.
A test?
Yes. You could go and fetch me something to eat. A nice fish would just do the trick.
What? I'm supposed to catch a fish for you? I wanted to help you with your mission. If I want to play the lackey, I might as well go back to my family.
Hold your horses. First, you show me what you can do by catching a fish for me. Then, I'll fill you in on my mission. Do you think you can do that?
Can't you catch something yourself?
Ah, of course I could. I'm a Chasky after all. But this is your assignment. Show me what you can do.
Can't we just skip the fish part?
No, Sadwick, I'm afraid not. I need to see what you're capable of before I can let you in on the path of the Chasky.
The path of the Chusky. Good grief.
I see great potential in you, but the mission is too important. I need to be sure that you have what it takes.
Whatever. I'll manage somehow.
I believe in you, Sadwick.
Are the stories about Corona true?
It depends. Which stories are you referring to?
I heard that the king is dead.
He's not dead, but he's very weak. I think the impending doom is getting to him.
I heard Corona has fallen.
Not yet, but the situation is growing more and more threatening. The Asgil have advanced up to the castle.
The Askill?
Yes, a horrific strain of creatures. It's just a matter of time, I fear.
I heard that the end is near.
That's right, I'm afraid. The landscape around Corona has already started to fall apart.
Like in my dream.
You dreamed about that? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why do you say that?
Oh, no reason. Forget about it, will you?
In fact, I've only heard rumors.
Well, not everything one hears is true, but the situation is serious.
Do you want to see the circus?
What? Are you mad? Do I look like I have time for that kind of nonsense? You just go back to your circus, Sonny. I have to deal with the important things in this world.
So the big responsibilities of this world are up to you? Now that's unsettling.
Yes, indeed. And neither elephants nor colorful balls can prevent me from carrying out my mission. Not even cheerful chimps with hilarious hats. You don't happen to have chimps in your circus, do you?
No.
No, of course not. And even if you had, I wouldn't have been interested at all. For I am a Chasky, and nothing can stop me from carrying out my mission.
Do you think my dreams are trying to tell me something? My brother Ben says I shouldn't worry.
Yes, listen to your brother. Keep on dreaming and pretend you never heard of the world's big problems. Yes, as if you never even met me. That's best for you. Just ignore the fact that the world is on the brink and we're all doomed.
Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
Oh, you think I'm exaggerating? It already started, Sadwick. The land is falling apart. The end is nigh.
Like in my dream.
That was your dream? Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Why? They're only dreams.
Only dreams. Only dreams, he says. What if it's not? What if it's a vision?
A vision? You think so?
I admit, it's not very likely in your case. Only important people have visions. Kings, oracles, and Chasky. Nevertheless, the thought is unsettling.
See you later.
Later.
let's see. A measly dip net for a measly clown. There, that'll work. Look what I caught. In the summertime, kids take their nets out to the meadows to catch some teeth. Once home, they use tiny needles to pin their trophies onto wooden frames. I don't understand why Ben won't let me do story time for the little kids. I think I'm pretty good. Hey, that actually worked. Looks like the clumsy little brother finally accomplished something. I did it! I caught a fish.
Ooh, yum! That's the first good news I heard in months.
Will you tell me about your mission then?
Of course, I'm a man who keeps his promises. But be warned, helping me will put you in great danger. The Asgir are hot on my trail. I shouldn't even be here anymore.
Now, please, don't exaggerate.
You have no idea, have you? Well, are you sure you want to get involved with this?
We've been there already. I'm absolutely sure.
All right, then. Well, have you ever heard of Shana?
Shana. That rings a bell, but tell me what you know first.
She's an oracle, a kind of clairvoyant. And according to the legend, she lives somewhere in the autumn forest. But maybe it's nothing more than that. Just a legend. I've already searched until I'm half dead. I'm going to cancel my quest. I mustn't stay here too long. I've got a bad feeling that the Asgil are hot on my trail.
Say, about this Shana.
Yes? What about her?
What do you want from Shana?
Verona is far away. Without help, it will take months to get there. I'm hoping that Shana can give me some advice. There must be a way to shorten the trip.
An oracle? Can she interpret dreams as well?
Of course.
In that case, I have to meet her too. Maybe my dreams do mean something after all.
You could come with me.
Really? That'd be great. I'll finally find out the meaning of my dreams.
Provided, of course, we can find her.
Where should I start looking for her?
The only thing I know is that she's supposed to live in a cabin in the middle of the autumn forest. But where exactly? I have no idea. I came down from the hills in the east. There's a good view of the valley and the whole autumn forest from there. But a cabin? Not a trace. The only things remotely resembling buildings are those ruins to the west. But I've already been there. A couple of columns and statues, that's all. Then there's that cave near the mountains. And that finally leaves the forest itself. Maybe you could get a better overview from that giant tree to the south. I can chart those places on your map if you want me to.
Well, at least that's a start. Where can I
All I know is that we seem to be with the exception. Maybe you should have... I charted all those places on your...
Enough of Shana.
As you wish. What else is on your mind?
See you later.
Later. Until...
Now I should... The tree seems to be hollow. That's a lot of resin. It looks like the tree is bleeding. I can't scrape off the resin with my bare hands. The only thing I'd achieve is getting my hands sticky. I'm not taking the resin off with that. I get my pockets all sticky. I need some kind of container. I cannot scrape the resin off the tree with the casket. I need a better container. I think I could make something out of this. I have to scrape some of the resin off the tree first. That must be the tree Bobby was talking about. It's taller than all the other trees in the vicinity, but how can I get up there? I'm a rotten climber. There seems to be some kind of a path. I have to get through somehow. I won't be able to remove the underbrush with my bare hands, but I'll keep that in mind in case I ever feel the urge to get... Hello? There's nothing much I can achieve with this. A hedge trimmer would make more sense. A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject is something for the viewer to ponder. There's an engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes. They watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. I can't take that. It's chiseled in... There's an engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes. They watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. Either people used to have awkward heads or lousy masons. I won't be able to get the moss off with my bare hands. I don't think that'll help. When I rid the trailer of moss, I always use a damp cloth. A statue of a turtle. Why the artist chose this subject... Either people used to have awkward heads or lousy masons. There's thick moss growing on the statue. There seems to be some... I have to... It's locked, and I don't... A typical... This seems to be some kind of ritual place. A cemetery? No. It looks more like a cult site for offerings. This seems to be some kind of a bowl for the offering. Phew. No, the bowl is tightly attached to the totem. This seems to be some kind of ritual place. A cemetery? It looks more... Nature creates a great number of amazing species, and sometimes I believe she only does it to annoy me. I'm not here to collect my neck with twice. Nature creates and sometimes... Okay. I won't dwell on the fact that spiderwebs never appear from nowhere. There's always a corresponding spider. Yeah, I could tear the web apart with my bare hands, but, I have this splinter in my finger, and the web, it has nothing to do with my arachnophobia. Let's see. No, the web is too strong. I can't cut my way through. Let's see. No, the web is too strong. I can't cut my way through. But I don't think the spider... But I don't... Well, Spot, the way is blocked. That's okay. We probably won't have to get through here anyway. What? I just have a big collection of concerns. Hey, Spot, you could be the... Well, I still have to come up with... But you can see its potential, right? I can't solve my problems by randomly sacrificing my... I've tried that out. Can I try?
Ha! Juggling is something not for brood.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
Is there anything I can do?
Didn't I tell you? Over and over? Preferably you start practice or take a good... Maybe you can find somebody...
I'd rather do... There's a stranger at the shore.
Were there any kids with him?
No, no kids.
Did he look simple-minded and easy to impress?
A bit simple-minded, maybe?
Did he look rich?
Not really.
Then we're not interested in him.
But I told him about my dreams and he...
Sadwick. How often do I have to tell you? We're a traveling roadshow. We sell dreams to kids and wealthy fools.
But...
And why not to anyone else?
Because it doesn't pay off.
Exactly. Because it doesn't pay off.
Do you know anything about someone called Shauna?
Shauna? I never heard that name. Who's it supposed to be?
That's not important.
Like everything else you do.
See you.
Yep. See you. And don't forget, keep smiling. You're a clown. Remember?
Hello, Grandpa.
Hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
Say, Grandpa, you've seen a lot of things in your time, haven't you?
You can say that again. You can ask me whatever you can carry.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Chusky?
Oh, the Chusky? Well, when I was still wet behind the ears, I desperately wanted to become a Chusky too.
I don't want to become a Chusky.
The Chusky are the messengers of the king. Brave adventurers who are characterized by their cunning and courage. Their most outstanding quality is that they never lose their positive attitude, no matter how hopeless their situation might be.
Aha! They're the complete opposite of you, Sadwick.
Thanks, Ben. You're a great help. I think everyone has noticed already.
Yeah, but I thought I'd just say it again.
Don't let him tease you. I'm sure you'd make a great Chusky.
I don't want to be a Chusky. And Ben is right. I'd hardly qualify for the job.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Everybody can change.
I don't want to change, okay?
You should try. It could only be an improvement.
What do you know about Corona?
Corona, the royal residence, the center of the world. I haven't been there for a long time. It's a beautiful place, like it was taken directly from the pages of a fairy tale. The castle sits majestically on a hill. Its orange roofs shine in golden light. The hill is surrounded by small villages and lush green meadows. High up in the sky, fire dragons chase each other and sheep are frisking in the shade of the trees. The clouds are creamy white. And all the people are smiling. The children that play at the roadside. The beautiful farmer's wife who herds the geese to the river. And even the coachman who calls out to you, "You better not smoke too much tobacco from that crate there." Those were the days. I wonder how it looks now. People say the end is near.
Can you tell me anything about the Ashkill?
I've only heard rumors about them. They're a hideous horde of cruel monsters, for sure. They dwell underground in caves and crevices. They hate the sunlight. Their leader is called Luko. He's a cold-hearted warlord. People say he declared war on the king, but that might only be gossip.
That's just chit-chat. And don't scare the little one. The Asgill are nothing more than a horror story.
So what? My whole marriage was a horror story, and it's produced your father nonetheless. Thinking about it, your grandmother could have been an Asgill too. She was certainly cold-hearted enough. And her name, Gilza, is even an anagram. If you realign the letters, it reads Asgill.
But, Grandpa, Grandma's name was not Gilza. It was Ilza.
So why do I have Gilza tattooed on my butt?
I guess you were a little juiced.
Yeah, you're right. I would have never married in a tattoo parlor had I been sober.
Does the name Shana ring any bells with you?
Shana. A long time ago, I was told the legend of an oracle that's supposed to live somewhere in the autumn forest. And I believe her name really was, Hey, are you yawning?
I'm sorry. Go on.
You don't seem very interested. Yes, well, let's see. Oracle, autumn forest. Yes. And her name was Shana.
And that's the whole story?
Roughly. Did it help you?
Well, you know what?
Yes. I might still seem quite bright in the head, but sometimes the details get a little mixed up. Cheer up, Ben.
Keep your hands off. You'll only... Keep your hands... You'll only...
So was that handkerchief there before and I just missed it? Or was it not? Could I not interaction with it until the puzzle?
That's wet already. Ooh. Yes, that could work. Hey, what have we here? There's obviously something missing here. Some kind of a key, maybe. There's obviously some kind of a... That's the insignia of the king. I can't take it. It's chiseled. Doesn't fit. There's obviously something, some kind of a key.
Sadwick, did you see that just?
What?
I think it's the Asgiel. They found me.
Oh, that's nonsense. You really are the biggest coward I ever met.
But they're here. I know for sure. I need to get away as quickly as possible. Or we'll be lost if the Asgiel get hold of the Whispering Stone.
Please don't go yet. I discovered something in the ruins. Some kind of mechanism.
A mechanism? I must have missed that.
There was also a socket for a stone.
A socket, you say? Was the royal insignia next to it?
Yes. How did you know?
Good grief, Sadwick. That must be the secret passage to Shanna's place.
Unfortunately, though, it's locked tight.
That's as may be. But we have the key. Those insignia locks used to be quite common throughout the whole kingdom. I'm sure the Whispering Stone will fit there.
The Whispering Stone? Well then, what are we waiting for?
Okay. I mean, no, wait. With all the excitement, I nearly forgot the Asgiel. They mustn't find me at any cost.
You can't be serious.
But I am. I'd rather stay here.
And give me the stone at least. I could go and talk to Shanna alone.
What? Impossible. I can't give you the Whispering Stone. The fate of the world depends on it. What if you make a mistake?
Why don't you come with me?
No, I already told you. The Asgiel are somewhere nearby. In fact, I shouldn't even be here anymore.
If you don't give me the Whispering Stone, I'll never be able to find Shanna.
You cannot have the Whispering Stone. It was entrusted to me alone. I promised not to pass it to anyone else.
But you promised we'd go to Shanna.
That may be right, but...
Then give me the stone. We're virtually a team now. Or did I not help you before?
Well, you did.
And on top of that, I have those visions. I'm sure they mean something. It can't just be a coincidence. Come on, give me the stone and I'll find Shanna. I'd be surprised if the Asgiel found you here that quickly.
I know this is a mistake, but... all right, I will entrust the Whispering Stone to you.
Thank you. You won't be sorry.
Please, hurry, Sadwick, and guard that stone jealously. If something happens to it, we're all done for.
Guard that stone jealously? What does that mean?
Hello, Bob.
Ah! Oh,
Said.
yes?
Enough.
As you wish. What else is on
See you later.
later? And don't lose...
I knew it. It matches. Hey, what's happening? An earthquake! Ah! No! Stop it, Spot! Spot! What? What did you do now? Oh dear. Oh dear. I'd better tell Bobby. What was that? There seems to be. I won't be able to. But I'll keep in case I ever. I'm carrying, so I haven't got any. Hey, Spot. Can you do anything at all? Bobby? Bobby? Hey, what happened here? Looks like there was some kind of fight. The Asker got Bobby. Oh dear, it's all my fault. Uh-oh. And I hope he... No, those strange... Where do these pipes come from? And what's with these strange sparks? How can that be? Ouch! Oh, that headache! Damn! Ow! Ouch! Ah! Damn!
Oh, it's always the same with the boy.
What just happened? I don't think I really want to know. No, I'd rather not. I don't trust these... Marbles, roughs, small bells. I'd be less embarrassed wearing a potato sack. Spot doesn't need it. I once had shown it ended in a sense that... Ken used to wear that hat. After I spilled the starch, the tip tended to dangle in front of his face. I still have the scar. Can I try? Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this?
There's been a fight at the shore. Did you see anything?
A fight? Nonsense. We're a long way from Corona. There are no fights in this region.
But...
Curb your imagination. I don't have time for your phantasms.
Did you feel the earthquake?
Well, I certainly did. I dropped all my balls. I hope it doesn't happen during a performance.
What if the earthquake is an indication of the world falling apart? Or the sky crumbling down?
During a performance? That'd be a catastrophe.
Ha ha. You don't fool me. You're just as scared of the end as everybody else.
I'm an artiste. I'm never scared.
You really expect me to believe that you're never scared?
That's right. Never.
Not even of snakes?
Snakes? Bah. Snakes don't even have claws.
But they have poisonous fangs and constricting muscles that can crush your spine.
Give up already. The bit about the teeth is a reason for caution. But I'm not scared of snakes.
Not even of tigers?
Tigers? Huh. Tigers only have the one head.
But they're fast and strong. They grab you with their razor-sharp claws and maul you with their teeth as big as sabers.
Just give up, will you? The bit about the teeth and the claws is quite impressive. But I'm not scared of tigers.
Not even of spiders?
Spiders? No. They don't even have sharp teeth.
But they're poisonous and fast. Some species crawl into your mouth and lay eggs beneath your eyelashes.
Give up already. I'm not scared of spiders.
Not even of the asgill?
Asgill? What's that supposed to be?
The asgill are gruesome monsters with pointed fingernails.
Fingernails?
Yes, their fingernails are so long and pointed they can scratch out your eyes from several yards away.
Ooh. And what else?
They have pointy spikes.
Spikes?
Yes, they can spear their opponents with arrow-like poisonous spikes. Some asgill leave the corpses of their enemies impaled on their spikes as decoration until they rot away.
Whoa, I'm starting to get the picture.
The worst thing yet is the pointed horn on their forehead.
A horn?
Yes. As soon as they spotted you, they dash forward instantly. They'd lower their heads and pierce you before you could even think of escape.
Oh, those Asgill really don't seem to be the most pleasant fellows, but still, I'm not afraid of them.
You really
That's right.
not even...
Asgill? What's that?
The ass...
Tentacle?
Yes, they grab you with their tentacles.
Oh, and what else?
They have...
Two heads?
Yes, and while one of the heads...
Oh, I'm starting to...
Even worse are their sharp teeth.
Teeth?
Yes, they can bite through your neck in no time. The jaws are strong enough to grind even the strongest bones to mere dust.
Ooh, those Asgill really don't seem to be the most pleasant fellows, but still, I'm not afraid of them.
You really expect...
That's right.
Not even...
Asgill? What's that?
The asgill...
Claws?
Yes.
Ooh, and what else?
They have...
Spikes?
Yes, they can spear some...
Ooh,
Even worse...
teeth?
Yeah, they can... The jaws...
Ooh, those Asgill really... But still,
You really...
that's right.
Wow, but...
Well, that's not... You're even...
What do you mean? I do...
Well, just always remember, we have nothing to fear but sphere itself.
What kind of a sphere are you talking about?
I don't know exactly. I just read it somewhere. I guess it means a glass sphere.
Ah, you mean it could break, and then there'd be splinters and all?
Yeah.
Aha. See you.
Yep. And don't forget, you're a clown. Remember?
Hello, Grandpa.
Ah, hello, Ben. Is your hat still too tight?
Yeah,
You can ask me whatever you can.
you know,
Yes, I might, but some.
see you.
Cheer up, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Oh, what do you want this time?
You really expect me to believe that you're never scared?
That's right. Never.
I assume the other three.
Not even of the Asgill?
Asgill? What's that supposed to be?
Scared of. Teeth was one of them.
The Asgill are gruesome.
Fingernail.
Yes, they're.
And what else?
They have.
11.
Yes, they stare at you. Then suddenly, they
Ooh, I'm starting to.
even.
Teeth?
Yeah, they can. The jaws are.
Ooh, those Asgill really don't seem to be the most, but still.
You really
That's right.
not.
Asgill. What's that?
Yeah.
Finger.
Yes,
And what else?
they have. Yes, they. Some.
Ooh,
Even.
teeth?
Yes, they can. The
Ooh, those Asgill, but still.
see you.
Yep. And don't. You're a.
The fire dragon trap Grandpa always uses Nawahi eggs as bait. There's an engraving on the tongue. It reads, "In memory of the mighty sea eyes. They watched over our world for millennia. They watched over us from numerous eyes. We brought them the green round fruit of the Fatalia tree as offering, and they rewarded us by bringing light into our lives." That's odd. Mason poetry. There we go. Ha! I knew it! There's an overgrown path leading deeper into the valley. Shana, I'm coming. Come on, Spot. Don't hang behind.
Hey, who do we have here?
What? Where? I don't see anything.
There's a guy wearing a clown's costume.
Huh? Don't try to pull my leg again. You know darn well I can't turn around.
Who are you?
We're rocks.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I'm Rolf, and the guy behind me is Ingo. He's my half-brother.
Hey, I'm not your half-brother. I'm your full brother.
Yeah, but we're two. And brother divided by 2 equals a half-brother.
You sure about that?
Of course. But I can check it again on my slide rule if you want me to.
That'd be great.
Yep, half-brother's all right. Although I got more brains and you got more rock.
Your slide rule tells you all that?
Yeah, it's right here.
Man, I'd love to take a look at it myself. Too bad I can't turn around.
So, what do rocks do for kicks all day long?
What do you think we're doing? We do what most rocks do for kicks.
We lie about and enjoy our simple lives.
Which in Ingo's case is particularly simple.
That sounds almost as boring as working in the circus.
Why boring? We lie about enjoying the sun and don't get into harm's way.
And we don't have any secret plans whatsoever, such as enslaving the world or anything like that.
Bingo.
What?
That's enough.
What did I do this time?
You can't even keep the slightest thing to yourself.
I didn't say anything, did I?
I didn't say anything. It won't happen again. How could I have known there's a princess in that cage? Man, I'm really fed up with your excuses.
But you know very well that we need an accomplice for our plan. One with legs.
But not such a greenhorn.
Enslave the world? Sounds like a crackpot idea.
A crackpot idea? And what would you call your decision to put on that hat this morning?
Actually, I always sleep in my costume.
You really are strange.
Said the talking rock. And how do you want to rule the world?
How do you think?
With a rock-hard fist.
Right.
Just for your information, I'm not a greenhorn.
See? He's not a greenhorn.
Of course he is. An exceptional greenhorn.
All pets are greenhorns to you.
Hey, Ingo, what's that over there?
What? Where?
Looks like a lush meadow or a big tree frog. It's hard to say. It's shining so green.
Come on. What is it?
Hold on. I think it's a... Yes, that's right. It's his horn.
Are you finished yet? I'd planned to get a good share of abuse from other objects, too. A root, maybe. A heap of leaves.
Oh, you want to disagree, huh? You don't like being called a greenhorn.
Oh, wow. You've read my mind. After all, the opinions of two rocks lying at the side of the road are of greatest importance to me.
You could try to convince us otherwise.
I'd be surprised if he could.
We should at least give him a chance, Ralph.
All right. I'll ask him the questions, even though I'm sure he'll make a fool of himself.
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably even thinks Shana is a mystical snake creature.
But Ralph, Shauna is a mystical snake creature.
Nonsense. Shana's a bird, of course.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But I'm interested in what our greenhorn thinks. Now then, who is Shana?
I haven't got the faintest idea.
That proves it. You are a useless greenhorn.
I always knew that.
Any idea where I could find Shauna?
Shana? She lives in that cabin over there.
Ralph?
Man, will she be pleased?
Ralph? I think...
She hasn't had any visitors for years.
Hold on. What cabin? There's only a door.
What? That's nonsense.
No, Ralph. He's right. Shana's cabin is in ruins. Has been for a long time.
But how did that happen?
Remember that storm? 8 years, 3 months, and 25 days ago?
Sure. I'm a rock. I never forget anything.
In that case, you'll also remember the earthquake the next day.
Of course. That was the day my termite ranch was destroyed. Damn erosion.
So the cabin fell victim to the earthquake?
No, termites.
I should have known. Shall I carry you someplace else for a change?
Don't even think about it. We're not being pushed around by anyone.
Well, I wouldn't mind being rotated a bit. I've been staring at that same rock over there for ages.
Have you lost the little that's left of your dignity? We are rocks. We don't need any help.
But Ralph, that rock looks like a cow's behind. And that's not all. I've been lying on this pointed stick for years. I may be a rock, but I have feelings too, you know.
We don't let ourselves be carried around, and that's that.
Does that mean Shauna doesn't live here anymore?
Oh, no. She still lives here.
She does.
Yeah.
In the cabin.
Yeah.
Of which only the door still remains.
Now you get it.
Oh my, I'm getting that headache again. Back to your...
You didn't tell anyone.
I've been as...
Hey, why don't try to make fun of us?
What would you do?
Let's not argue. We must concentrate on the plan.
Just for your...
We'll see.
Of course we will. He probably...
But Rob...
Nonsense.
You are wrong.
Possibly. But now then.
Shauna...
So that's what you think, huh? Interesting.
Ask the second question.
Yeah. I'm very curious, too. How many eyes do more eyes have?
That's easy. They've got 9, of course.
You're an idiot, Ingo. They haven't got 9 eye, they have 11.
The answer is 9. I'll stick with that.
No, it's 11. Our greenhorn friend will confirm that in a second. Now then, how many eyes does a Morai have?
11.
Is that your answer?
You heard him all right. Ask the third question.
All right, don't push me. The question is, where does Kalita live?
I know. She lives in the middle of the lake.
Rubbish. Kalita lives in a cave.
You think so?
What I think is irrelevant. The clown shall answer the question. Now then, where does Kalita live?
In a cave.
You are a greenhorn, all right?
I always knew that.
Back to your...
I was wrong.
He only wants...
That's impossible.
Just for your...
We'll see.
Of course. He probably even thinks Shauna's a missing...
But Rob...
Nonsense. Shauna's a
You are wrong.
Now then.
Shauna...
So that's what your interest... Yeah, I'm very... How many eyes do more...
That...
You're an idiot, eh? They haven't got...
The answer...
No, it's our greenhorn friend will... Now then.
11.
You heard him all right. Ask the third question.
All right, the question is...
I know. She lives in...
Rubbish.
You think...
What I think is a... The clowns. Now then.
In a...
You are a greenhorn.
I always...
See you later.
Yeah.
We're not going...
And this is where... How is that possible? Huh? Where did I end up now? How is that possible? Shauna? Shauna doesn't seem to be home. Oh, those notes. It would take hours to read them all. It would take hours to read them all. It would take hours. The autumn forest isn't even charted. Corona is... No thanks. I already feel as if...
Who summoned me?
Oh, that was me, actually.
He shall approach. I see only a child in the costume of a clown.
I'm a Carney.
The Carney is lost.
My name is Sadwick, and I'm not lost. I'm looking for Shauna.
I am Shauna.
Yeah, I already figured that.
So, He's able to use his brain then. And yet he's here, where he doesn't belong. He may speak, for the time being. What does he want from Shauna? Who sent him?
I think somehow I skipped that clock puzzle, which I didn't realize I was doing, and didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing. So, oh well.
Chusky called Bobby sent me.
The clown speaks words of nonsense. The path of the Chasky is a dangerous one. No Chasky would be so negligent of his honor as to abuse a useless child for his own purposes.
Maybe I'm not as useless as I look.
He doubts the truth of his own words. How useful does he think he is?
Well, it's true that I drop things quite frequently. I'm also not as strong and athletic as my brother. To be honest, there's nothing he couldn't do better than me, but...
Enough. I've heard sufficient evidence. If this Chasky really exists, I want to talk to him in person. Why doesn't he come himself, instead of sending a useless child?
He was attacked by the Asgill.
The Asgill have never advanced into the Autumn Forest before. Is the world in such a bad condition already? This is indeed disturbing news.
What now? Can't you help him some way?
If he really is a Chasky, he will be able to help himself.
He told me you can interpret dreams.
The Chasky neglected to give him an important piece of information. Shauna only interprets dreams for important persons, not for clowns.
My dreams are meaningful too.
He is not in the position to decide that.
All right. Then you tell me if they mean anything. After all, you're the expert, right?
I am an oracle. I see things before they happen. I do not see me giving comfort to a clown that slept badly.
I didn't come here as a clown. I'm helping Bobby carry out his mission. He even entrusted me with a Whispering Stone.
What does he say now? The Whispering Stone is with us in the Autumn Forest? He shall show it to Shauna.
Well, I don't exactly have it on me right now.
Miserable fool! The Whispering Stone is an important and powerful object. It shall be returned to the palace at once.
What would happen if the Whispering Stone is not taken to Corona?
The Whispering Stone is a powerful object.
You said that already.
While the Whispering Stone is not in its place in the royal palace, the equilibrium of the world is disturbed. This world will end.
Like in my dream.
The clown has dreamed of the end of the world? It was not a dream then. It was a vision.
That's what I was trying to tell you the whole time.
There are but a few people who can see doom in their dreams. I must discover more. I sense there is a mighty prophecy in this dream.
So, you're gonna tell me what it means, right?
Yes, but he won't be pleased.
Is that part of the prophecy?
Juggling with supernatural powers is not a circus act. He will hear things that were never meant for human ears.
I hear Ben snoring every night. I don't shock easily anymore.
The clown believes he cannot be shocked anymore. He is a fool.
What gave me away? The baubles?
He does not take Shauna seriously. It might be a mistake to reveal his fate to him.
No, I'll be quiet already. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. Please go on.
Very well. He shall give a full account of the details of his dream.
Well, first there is this rocky landscape. Everything is destroyed. I run as fast as I can, and then the rocks under my feet give way. Then, all of a sudden, I notice a blue light and... Oh... Hello? Shauna? Shauna, you... all of a sudden seem to be... I don't know... tense. That's pretty cool. Flashy eyes and everything. kind of weird, but... Okay, enough of that. This is getting way too spooky already. Shauna? Could you please kindly...
Sadwick! Ah! This world is about to meet its end. Like the world in your dream, this one too will crumble. You, Sadwick, hold the fate of the world in your hands.
Okay.
You will be the one who dooms this world.
What?
It is your fate to destroy this world.
What? No, hold it. Shauna, no, you must be wrong. Hey, you haven't finished yet. I'm sure I'm supposed to save the world, aren't I?
That was a mighty vision. What did I say while I was in the trance?
Well, we'd better talk that over. Maybe later, okay?
The clown must tell me what I prophesized.
Yeah, all right. I guess I have to get it off my chest sometime. You said I would,
Yes?
You told me. Phew, it's not easy. I just can't get the words out. You said I would... Oh my...
What is wrong with the clown? What is he trying to tell us?
You told me I would save the world.
Did I now?
Yes, save the world. Those were your words. But I don't exactly know how I'm supposed to do that.
Well, he is in possession of the Whispering Stone.
Yeah, in a way, yes.
Then the task is set. The Whispering Stone must be taken to Corona, to the king's castle.
Okay, and then the world will be saved and not destroyed, right?
Yes. Just like in the prophecy.
How do I get to Corona? It must be terribly far away, and I don't even have directions.
Yes, the clown will need help. He mustn't lose time. The only way is to find Khalida. Khalida will take him to Corona.
Khalida? Who's that? Another oracle? I hope it's easier to find her.
Khalida lives in the middle of the lake.
On the island? How am I ever supposed to get there?
It is never easy to fulfill one's fate.
Have you ever been wrong?
Never. The prophecies always come true, but not always in the manner that one expected.
So, there is room for interpretation.
What does the clown insinuate?
Nothing. Can't you take the stone to Corona? I mean, it's hardly a task for a clown, is it?
The responsibility is great, but the prophecy is not mistaken.
Oh, what have I done now?
Everything that happens follows a plan. There is no need to worry. In the end, the clown will save the world, as told in the prophecy.
Yeah, that's reassuring. What am I...
The clown must...
And that's how...
Yes. As it was...
Where do I...
Khalida lives...
Yeah. How do
I cannot help. But he is the boy. He will find...
A light?
Where the forest is deepest, the chosen one will be guided by light.
I think...
Everything is in the hands of a clown. He is our last hope.
It's starting to get interesting, less slow. I'm going to take a break and pause.
It would take hours. It would take hours.